Eagles, and I'm an Army veteran, a father of four, and a leadership and transformation coach. And today I'm live to talk to you about what you need to do in order to become or achieve success and happiness. Because what I've found is that many people want success and they want what successful people have, but they aren't willing to put in the work or do what successful people do. Everyone, as you drop in, let me know where you're at in the world. And if you're watching the replay, just use hashtag replay. And thank you for popping in and joining me on this live. As people come in, I'll start to greet them. And if you have any questions along the way, at the end of this video, I'll answer as many as I can. But I only have a few minutes to run through this, so let's get started. So Aristotle said that the ultimate aim in life is to be happy. And so the most important question that you must answer is that if success equals happiness, then how do you define success? This question is really getting old for me because there are so many different variations of that definition. Everybody has their own variation. So you know what success really is? Success is being able to live your life the way you want to. It's to do the things that you want to do. It's doing it with the people that you choose. And it's under the circumstances that you desire. It's called freedom. And then once you begin to realize this, and then that you see the things that you need to be doing more of and less, and you also begin to identify the things that are beginning to hold you back. And you begin to recognize your own excuses and where you lack discipline. Thank you for joining, Chuck. How's it going, Ben? And so here we are. Once again, like I said, you begin to realize the things that you need to be doing more of and less of. And then you also get to find those things that are holding you back. And so if we were to apply the Pareto principle here, where 20% of the people enjoy 80% of the riches in the world, or the world has to offer, who do you think you should follow and emulate, right? This principle has been around since like 1895, and there's a reason for that. It's been around for over 100 years. And so most of the other things in the world have come and gone and died off, while this principle remains, taught over and over and over. And I know people have spun this principle in many ways, but hear me out. In an industry or profession, you should seek to be in the top 20%. I once thought I would be happy with being a regional competitor in the coaching and training industry, and I was thinking like the Kansas City region. But I was really selling myself short on that. And what I really want to be, and what I realized today by talking to somebody, and it was a very powerful individual that called me out on all my crap, is that I really want to become a champion for fatherless men across this nation. And that's really what I want to do. And so in our day and age, knowledge and skill is a premium commodity. And the more knowledge you acquire, the greater the skill that you can apply. And then you become more competent and valuable to other people. But what I've found is that talent is overrated, right? The top people in every industry aren't just talented. Most of them weren't even talented when they started, but they were committed to continuous self-improvement. And that takes discipline. Everyone really starts out in life the same. Naked, afraid, wet, screaming, and in a stranger's hands. All fortunes in this nation are first generation earned. And that means most people have earned their way to the top. The data shows is that it's high as 80% of millionaires and billionaires started with little to no wealth. And most of them were even broke. Check out the book, The Millionaire Next Door. It's a great read, and it's got valuable lessons in that book. And I'll drop a link below so that you can check it out. Now, next to what I want to kind of talk about is what it takes to get there. And that you must be willing to work harder than anyone else. And this requires just a little bit of discipline. It's the law of cause and effect, but that isn't really new. You see, the law of cause and effect has been around for over 2,000 years. And it's once what we used to call reap what you sow. Do what other successful people do, and nothing can stop you from enjoying the same rewards eventually, right? Eventually, you'll enjoy the same rewards, but you must practice. And you must practice until you can repeat it over and over and over and begin to achieve the same desired results. It's almost like rinse and repeat. And you do that and you do that and do that until you master it. It's like the 10,000-hour rule. So stop participating in the activities that lead to nothing and start planting new seeds, grow new crops, and start to harvest those new rewards, because success is so predictable. There is no secret. And when you practice what other successful people do, eventually these things become habits. And that's exactly what you want to be doing, is developing disciplined habits. So I'll leave you with these 3 things to become successful. And these aren't secrets. It's what the top 20% have been doing, and they have figured it out a long time ago, which is why they've punctured through the ceiling above the rest. And that's first, you must decide exactly what you want in life. All right? Exactly what you want in life. Second is you need to determine the price that you're willing to pay to get these things. Again, I'm going to say it again. Determine the price that you are willing to pay to get these things. And the third one is to resolve to pay that price and actually do the work, right? Everyone wants to be successful, but most are only going to pay part of the price. And many of us aren't willing to pay anything at all. Now, these people have always had some kind of excuse, and they try to rationalize their behavior or their situation. So that's what you need to do in order to achieve freedom and success so you can have happiness. So let's kind of take a look at the comments here and see. Hey, Nathan Fair, what's going on, brother? I'm glad you joined us. Hey, Ben, glad you're doing better than good. Hey, Cougar. Hey, if you don't know who Cougar is, Cougar's a famous guy. He's a Hollywood guy. You might want to reach out and talk to him. Cougar's doing some really great stuff for veterans right now. We're engaged in some conversations, so more to follow on that. You rock, Cougar. All right, what else we got here? Just scrolling through here. Adam Johnson, welcome. Zachary, welcome back. Thank you, Cougar. Thank you for those comments. All right, no questions, right? And so that's it, right? So what we have discussed so far is how to achieve success and happiness. And you can live a rich and satisfying life as long as you are willing to pay that price and do what other successful people do. Talent is overrated, and successful people in any industry are committed to continuous self-improvement. Thank you, and I appreciate you watching this live, and I'll talk to you soon. Good night.